All right, so let me go ahead and jump to our last project, which is project 9. All right, so I'll go ahead and start on step 2 for project 9. It's asking us to install Solver and an analyst tool pack, or analysis tool pack. Yes. Part A. So we need to go to the options command, which is in the file tab. And at the bottom, this time we want to go to add-ins, and then we want to click on go at the bottom. Okay. And then we want to select, it's a little bit out of order. I wish D is C and C is D, but anyways, select Solver and Analysis Toolpack and then hit OK. Step 3, it's asking us to select the workout plan worksheet tab, which is the middle one. Oops. And then from there, it wants us to go ahead and select cell E10. E10. It just wants us to observe that right now it's actually a sum formula. Makes sense. Just for the total. Step 4 is to name a range and add scenarios in a worksheet. So click on the name manager, which is in the formula tab. Define names group. So click on the name manager. So these are all the names right now in column D. So it's just asking us to observe once again. So in E10, it wants us to rename it, so it's called calorie total. Add in. Hit enter. All right, so for part C, it's asking us to select cells D5 to D9. And then it wants us to do a what if analysis. So it's in the data tab, forecast group, what if, and then select scenario manager, and then click on add. For the scenario name is basic plan. Make sure that the changing cells is D5 to D9. I don't know why that comment is there. Not edit the scenario values. Okay, so hit OK. So these are the scenario values right now. We're going to keep it at this current value. And now we want to add another scenario. And this time it's going to be double. Let's, this is seeing what happens if we double the amount of workout a week. And make sure D5 to D9 is selected. And okay, and then the scenario value is going to appear. This time we do want to change, we're going to double it. So this would be 2, 2. I'm just hitting tab on the keyboard to go to the next box. 4, 2. Okay. And close and select B3. Now we're going to use solver to find a maximum calorie burn. So click on the solver button, which is what we added as an add-in. So it's in the far right. Click solver. Select cells E10. So I want to select it because that way it properly makes it an absolute reference in the set objective box. Make sure the max is selected. Click by changing variables cell box. Oh, this one here. And then we want to select D5 to D7. Just the first 3, I guess. D5 to D7. Oh wait, that's not the right one. D5 to D7. There we go. Yeah. All right. Step 6 is asking us to add constraints to a solver problem. So one, click add. And then for cell reference, we want to click on D5. And choose integer as the operator. So, and in the constraint box, displace integer to require all the results to be a whole number. Makes sense. And then click on add to add each of the constraints shown here. Okay. So now we want to type in D5. Going to be less than or equal to 4. Click add again. D5 is greater than or equal to 2. Add D6 is going to be an integer constraint. And then D6 is lesser than or equal to 3. D6 is going to be greater than or equal to 1. And then we're going to reference D7 and set that to an integer. And in D7, we want to set it so that it's less than or equal to 4. And D7 is going to be greater than or equal to 1. When all the constraints are identified, click OK in the Add Constraint box. Oops. It's a good thing I realize I did D and %. It's D7. Okay. Gonna hit Add and then hit OK. Oh, okay. So if you look at what I have on my screenshot, I believe that's the value you need to have set up. You can also reference a screenshot provided by part F, but once again, that's blurry. So if you want to, you can look at mine and then just double checking. It looks good. Yep. Make sure when all okay. Make sure simplex LP is the solving method. Confirm that the make constraints variable non-negative is selected. This checkbox. All right. And then click on solve. So the values have changed in here. Now it wants us to save the solver results as a scenario. So click on Save Scenario in the Save Solver Results dialog box. So it's this button here. And then the scenario name is called Solver. Okay. And then make sure we want to select the second option, which is restore the original values, and then hit OK. And so it restored the original values. All right, so that finishes the introduction for project 8. The rest of the project is pretty straightforward, except for step 11. So let me go to step 11, part F. That is asking us, or you, to select odd number cells in column F and apply the matching fill column. So let me kind of jump ahead to show you what they're trying to ask you to do. So right now, you notice the variants don't have the color of this row. So one of the ways to do it is copy the cell that has the color and then click the cell you want to change and then hold Control key, right? Because it's just the odd rows. And then if you right click and select formatting, the paste option, the formatting with the paintbrush. So let me go ahead and zoom that in. You notice it already gave you a preview of what that formatting will look like. So that's how you would do that for step 11, part F. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching, and good luck on your last week's projects.